Okay, listen careful. Bear with me. Before you start working on this chord progression that you have to do for number 8, you need to go down and fill in the chord progression for number 12. Because since we're using form, we're going to get a little bit more interesting with our chords. Instead of just doing the really simple ones we've been doing before, we're actually going to move to a different key for a little bit. So what I want you to do is finish filling this chord chart in. So if you haven't done that, do that first, okay? So pause it and go do that. Okay, now that you're back, for number 8, I want you to fill in your own chord progression, and I've already put the last 2 chords in there. So you've got to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more chords in, and make them work. Now the last 2 chords, this one, the last 2, you're going to use number 12. So we're going to use the 2 chord from here and the 5/7 chord from down here. Okay? Do that up here too. And the 5/7 chord. So rather than having on this number 8 having this 2 chord, which is a D minor chord, and the 5/7 chord here, we're actually going to use the 2 chord and the 5 chord from down here. So you should have a something like a D7 chord right here. So when you put that in, your chord progression will lead to this key, because it's going to go 5, and then when you do this chord progression down here, it'll go 1 into the new key. Okay, so it's really important. One more time, pay attention. For number 8, you're going to put in your own chords from this chord chart for these chords right here. And then these last 2 chords right here, the 2 and the 5/7, are going to be from this chord. So this 2 and this 5/7. Okay, now be really careful when you do that. Don't miss this step, because you'll have to redo that part if you do. So now I want you to go ahead and put those chords in, this number 8. Go ahead and put them right into Audio Tool over here. Now I just wanted to show you what the 7 chord would look like. So I'm actually going to do this 2 and this 5/7 here. This is an example. It's going to be missing all the other 6 chords. I'm just going to do 2 of them right now. But it's really just so you can see what it should look like. All right, so I'm just going to put in 2 chords, and I'm going to do bars. All right, so the first chord down in this key is an A minor chord. So I'm going to put in an A minor chord. There's an A, C, and then a C, and then an E. And then if I wanted to do, and then the 5 chord is a D chord. So I'm gonna leave the A, because that's in there, and the D, and there's the F sharp. So it's D, F sharp, A. And then that 7th is a C in this key. When I was to write the 7th up here, you should have came up with a C. That puts all the chords, and it has this kind of sound. Okay, and if we were to follow it by the 1 chord from this key up here, this 1 chord right here, which is where it's going, that would be G, B, D. It should sound really great. Here's G, D, D, another D if I wanted to. So now we got this 5/7. Okay, sounds really pretty cool, right? Very normal in music. So if you have trouble, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll come help you with it. If you don't understand, especially raise your hand, and I'll come try to re-explain it to you. But watch the video a couple times and see if you can figure out these 2 chord charts. Okay?